all kind of sauce. I remember me and my homies, we ran down on Benzino in Miami.
There was a girl screaming, "Get back in the car, get back in the car, get back in the car." Hawk said 50 was in the car. They jumped in the car and took off. Like, does that sound like a movie to you? He asked me if I wanted a pass.
Tony Yayo and Benzino go back and forth about an incident that happened 20 years ago, people. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So, this is not 2003, people, and we haven't gone into a time machine. It's Benzino and Tony Yayo going back and forth about an incident that happened a long time ago. And obviously, in social media world, they're getting interviewed and they're bringing up past issues. So, Tony Yayo was on DJ Vlad's platform and he was speaking on various things, and he brought up the incident where him and his friend ran down on Benzino. And according to Yayo, he gave Benzino a pass because they could have really rocked him, could have messed him up, could have left them hands on Benzino. You know, Benzino's a little guy. But yeah, Yayo was speaking on that situation, and I got the audio, people. Check it out.
All kind of sauce. I remember me and my homies, we ran down on Benzino in Miami. I think that was the year when Shook got shot. I was on my ignorant shit. We ran down on Benzino, me and my mans. And we was like, yo, I'm like, why you always put me in magazines, put in magazines, talk about MA, like, he wasn't soft, he ain't back down. But then we was like, yo, we give you a pass. And we was like, yo, you want it? He was like, he was acting like he didn't. We was like, you want the pass? And he was like, yeah, I want the pass. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that's old. I don't want, go back and forth with online. I don't do that, you know what I'm saying? But the beef with Benzino and Eminem, I don't know what it was. It was like, he was just always mad at him. And I looked at it like, yo, this is a dude that is looking out for us. Fuck what color he is. He can fucking spit bars. He got fucking platinum records. He's humble as fuck. He don't bother nobody. Humble as never bother with nobody. But once you say something about him or his daughter, it's a rap. He gonna rip you lyrically. He's gonna rip your head off. And that's what he did with Nails in the Coffin. Rip mother head off. That's what he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm. So you see right there, Yayo saying him and his friend had Benzino in a corner. They could have mashed them up. But you have to give it to Yayo. He did admit that Benzino did not budge. He wasn't showing no soft belly. He stood his ground. But he did say that Benzino said he wants to pass. But to be honest, I don't believe that bit. Where even the way Yayo said that, do you want to pass? It doesn't sound realistic. Who asked, do you want to pass? Like, this ain't like high school, do you know what I mean? Like, I was a bit, the rest of the story sounded on point, but then Yayo just starts fumbling his words just at that, do you want to pass bit? Yeah, you lot, let me know in the comments what you think about that last bit that Tony Yayo said. But as usual in this social media world, Benzino did reply. He actually asked to go on Vlad's platform to reply, but they've fallen out. So he went on Adam 22's No Jumper platform. He had an interview just recently, and he gave his own account of what happened at that day. Check it out.
I was down there with the big Zeno piece. The Zeno piece, I paid Jacob like $900,000 for cash for the Zeno piece, cash, right? And then I had the Gladiator. That was about $500,000, right? The 3, then I had the Masterpiece, the iced out Masterpiece. Like almost $2 million in jewelry walking down to the Shore Club. I had my man Hawk with me. We didn't have none on us. So Yayo and them pulled up, and I think 50 was in the car. Yayo jumped out and was like, yo, what's up? I'm on the sidewalk. Now they're on Collins Avenue. This broad daylight. I'm like, yo, what's up? Hawk's like, Hawk, my man Hawk's big. And I'm like, we knew we didn't have a trap, and we should have had a trap, but we knew we didn't have one. So at this point, it's like some bluff going on, because I got a bluff, So he's like, what's it? Now his man jumps out the back. His man's Lodi Mac. Now Lodi Mac got killed. Now Lodi Mac was the one that slapped Jimmy Henchman's son. You see what I'm saying? Like, when they was in the street, Yayo and him jumps out. His man's like, yo, what's up, man? What's up? You want it? Yo, what's up? And he flashed him. He didn't pull it out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm standing right there, and I'm just like, I didn't hear no pass or nothing. I didn't move. Then there was a girl screaming, get back in the car, get back in the car, get back in the car. Hawk said 50 was in the car. They jumped in the car and took off. Like, does that sound like a movie to you? He asked me if I wanted a pass. If it was me, and I know me and my guys, we would have stripped it out of everything. Everything would have came off. Everything would have came off. Let me get that. Everything would have came off. That's what should have happened. I had almost $2 million worth of jewelry on me.
Right.
So like, when I hear him tell his stories, he's just a storyteller. You know what I'm saying? He ain't the guy that's front. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go back and forth, you know what I'm saying, on the internet, but everything what I'm saying is what happened.
Yeah, buddy. You know, one thing I'll say about Benzino, even though he's a small guy, he seems like he's like a proper hard man. You can't just push him over. I mean, obviously, literally you can because he's quite a small guy. But you know, he lives in the gym, so you can't really mess with him like that. But anyway, I sidetrack. His story of the events, I kind of believe it more than Yayo's. I mean, they're both very accurate to a point. But it's just up to that whole gave you a pass bit that Yayo says, but Benzino says that never happened. And the way Benzino actually replied and told the story, I believe the way he said it was much more confident and assured. Whereas Yayo's account was just a bit, I didn't quite believe it. I feel like Yayo just said that bit at the end just to make himself sound a bit tougher. Do you know what I mean? But maybe, who knows, maybe Yayo was just feeling himself, or he was drunk at the time so he can't remember it clearly. But it doesn't sound realistic that in a real street battle, in a real street situation, you're actually going to ask somebody, do you want a pass? Like, who asked that question for real? In the same token, I don't necessarily believe that Benzino was pretending to have a gun. Why would you pretend to have a gun and let the person you're beefing with think you have a gun? They might shoot your dumb self, you know what I mean? So you're better off just standing your ground. You know, what's Yayo gonna do? He's a rap star. He's not gonna start shooting you anyway. I ain't gonna lie. Benzino talking about how much his jewelry costs. Mate, I hope your jewelry didn't cost that much, because apparently you're having financial issues right now. So for you to have jewelry piece from Jacobs that cost $1 million and now you're doing it OnlyFans for money, mate, I hope you got that. I hope you got that jewelry still so you can sell that thing. That was not money well invested. Let's keep it real. But I ain't gonna lie, Benzino's always in the news with his daughter Coi Leray and all that drama, that domestic drama they keep putting out there. But I do like Benzino. He seems like a proper thorough guy, hot-headed guy as well. But in terms of this altercation, I have to believe Benzino on this one. Yayo, I don't know about that pass bit you keep saying. But people, I want to know what you lot think. Whose account do you believe the most? Which one sounds the most realistic? Tony Yayo or Benzino? Let me know in the comments, people. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.